Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are in my bedroom. This is the main bedroom in the house, and it is the one that has received probably the less amount of care since we moved in. So yeah, if you've watched my previous videos, I have been taking you guys along as I refresh our main living area. I redid my kids' bedrooms, split up their shared bedroom and gave them each their very own bedroom. I decorated my daughter's nursery, redid my son's toddler room, and I've had a lot of fun refreshing a lot of the spaces in this home. I don't know how much longer we're gonna be here, so quick background story. If you're new here, we are currently renting a house in Puerto Rico. We moved to Puerto Rico September of 2022. We welcomed our daughter in January of 2023, and now we are 1.5 years later, still here in this home, finally kind of having the time and energy to make it feel more like us, more homey. We're renting, so everything I do is keeping a very strict budget in mind because I don't want to invest a lot of money in anything that comes to a house that is not our own and renter friendly. So I want to do a little zhuzhing up to our master bedroom space. Our daughter stayed in our room for her first year of life, literally to the day. We brought her home from the hospital January 5th, 2023. On January 6th, 2024, she slept in her own room for the very first night. So we didn't plan that either. It just happened to be that way, that she slept in our bedroom for an entire year. And now that we have our bedroom back, I want to make this space a little bit more cozy, more inviting for my husband and I, and really kind of like in a very budget conscious and renter friendly way, make it feel like a space that we want to spend time in. Because before, it was just a dark cave that we would quietly come down to when it was time for bed, because we didn't want to disrupt our daughter, and we kept the lights very dim, the sound machine very loud, and it just wasn't a space that was ours. It felt like, you know, it was Scotty's space and we were just coming in here to go to sleep. So I want to reclaim our space, make this a room that we retreat to and enjoy spending time in together, and yeah, just give it a little TLC. Nothing crazy, just a little refresh. So I'm going to show you what we're working with right now. I picked up a few decorative pieces over the weekend. I think I might have shared that in a previous video. I did like a little haul where we went to the store Alias here in Puerto Rico and picked up some decorative things. I'm gonna probably utilize some of them in this space, and this will be like the first part because it's gonna be like a slow process. I don't want to like just bulk buy a bunch of things. I want to really sit in it and decide what things I want to change, what things I want to maybe remove, purchase, all that stuff. So let me show you what we're working with currently. We're gonna do a little bit of zhuzhing with some of the things that I already own, but they've kind of been put away because I didn't have the space for them with my daughter's crib or her pack and play in the room. Now that that's gone, we're gonna bring back some of the decor, some of the more comfy, cozy pieces, and then keep building from there. So this is gonna be over the span of a few days, possibly a few weeks, but day one of zhuzhing up the master bedroom. Alright, so let me give you the quick tour. This is the door. When you first walk in, over to the right is this little closet that I keep my accessories and my perfume and just a bunch of my things in, which is really nice little perk of this bedroom, I might say. I'm gonna turn the camera around and kind of show you the overview of the space. Alright, so as I mentioned, you walk in, we've got this little closet directly to the right. This is our bed. It's a queen size bed, no back frame. It's just kind of sitting on like a platform. These little end tables I had picked up from, I think, Home Goods when we lived in the States. I found these large pieces of art at Marshall's here in Puerto Rico, and I added them above the bed. I thought it added just some interest to this wall. The bedding is super simple, plain, kind of creamy with like this light tan stripe. I really do like the bedding. I think I just want to zhuzh up the pillows situation and maybe the throw blanket. I love this throw blanket. It's a blanket that my best friend knitted for me. We'll never get rid of it. It's my favorite piece, and actually my son loves it as well, but maybe something a little longer for across the bed, and some better pillows, update the pillow covers, things like that. Definitely want to get some proper decor for the nightstands. I'm thinking some lamps. I want to get some dimmable lighting in here. I hate the overhead light. I don't mind the fixture. You can't really see it because it's obviously like being washed out by the brightness of it, but the fixture itself is really kind of pretty. It's just like this glass crystal crackled, like crackly glass dome situation, and it's not terrible, and I'm not going to change it because, again, super budget friendly, super renter friendly. I've already invested enough money. I don't want to invest anymore. So, but I think some lamps on the end tables and maybe some more decorative fun pieces would do great in here and just provide a better ambiance in the space. So that's the main bed area, the main area here. We've got this nice cozy rug. I brought this from the States. This used to be in our living room, I think, back in the States. We have our dresser. This is my dresser. Right now it's got a ton of like the decorative things that I had picked up, so this stuff in the middle doesn't usually live here, but I've got this little basket on the side here, my hat's displayed on the wall, big circle mirror, and this lamp that I actually DIY'd. I kind of painted it and like did that like plaster look to it. I really like it, but the light is still pretty bright, and I haven't decided if I want to keep it in here yet. We'll see, but this obviously is all going to stay. We've got our hamper there. This is the bathroom. So I love that we have our own bathroom in our bedroom, which is great. Our closet, it's a nice size walk-in closet. We've got a full-size mirror here. My husband's chest drawer is on this side here. And that's about it. Before we moved my daughter out of here, her like pack and play was at the end of the bed, and it took up quite a bit of floor space. So we definitely have a lot more surface area to work with here. So I think really the biggest thing is finding something to put at the end of the bed, which I have 2 ottomans that I brought with us from when we lived in the States, and I think they would look really nice at the end of the bed here. And some decorative pieces for the night tables, and maybe updating the decor on my dresser. Those are the plans right now. So we'll see how this all turns out. Let's pull down the ottomans that have been stored away for over a year now and kind of play with some of the decorative things that I recently purchased and see how that all turns out. So this is as far as I got today. I pulled out these 2 ottomans that I had stored in my closet and kind of played around with some of the decor. I'm not sure how I feel about these vases just sitting on top. I might just end up leaving this guy just empty. And I don't know about this tray. I might end up switching out this tray for something a little larger, but this is where we're at. I definitely want to find a way to style these ottomans at the end of the bed. I think it just fills in all that extra space nicely, still gives plenty of room to walk around. And yeah, so far I have a frame, which I need to get a picture for. This little, what are these called? So like fragrance thingy with some dried stems coming out of it. I think it's a nice little touch. So again, I might keep tweaking this, playing around with it a little bit more. as I shop around for some stuff. This is kind of where I landed for my dresser. Super simple. I kept the lamp on here for now. Then I have like a little jewelry plate and a little jewelry box with a picture frame on that side. I'm still kind of playing around with the decor and how I want it all to lay. That looks kind of nice, a little less heavy. We're gonna keep working with this, so I'll keep you guys posted as I purchase things, update things. This will be like a work in progress video, but that's it for today. It has been several days, weeks really, later since I started the master bedroom revamp. I also started redoing our office space, and when I say redoing, I mean like just doing some small little cosmetic changes. I feel like with the bedroom, I'm at a place where I'm good where it's at. I don't see myself wanting to zhuzh it up any more than what it is. And I wanted to show you guys kind of what it's looking like now that it's all finished. Got some new bedding, a little more decor. And then I also want to show you guys the office. I feel like we are at a really good place with the office right now. I would say there's like one or two things I'd like to switch up. But for now, I'm really happy with the way it looks. It feels a lot less cluttered and junky than it ended up becoming over time. It just became like the drop-off space for the home, and I feel like we've given all the things a proper home, and the office space really does feel like an office now. So I'm gonna give you guys a little after of our main bedroom revamp and then the office revamp as well. Okay, so we are in the main bedroom. I'm gonna give you guys a quick little overview of what I ended up doing in this space. Everything in here was just cosmetic. It was just switching up some decor, really taking back our space, because we did share this bedroom with our daughter Scotty for an entire year, to the day actually. That wasn't intentional, but she stayed in here for an entire year with us. And so now that she's got her own room, we've gotten our room back, and I really wanted to make this space just feel very comfortable and just a place that we look forward to hanging out in, relaxing in, all that jazz. So let me show you guys some of the little decor things that I added. Okay, so I would say the main difference in this room is this area here by our bed. We had the pack and play here at the foot of our bed, and that stuck out quite a bit and took up most of this whole area over here. The pack and play has now been replaced by these ottomans. If you've been watching me for a while, you may recognize these. They were in our living room of our previous house in New Jersey, and I saved them, and I'm really glad that I did, because I feel like they are perfect for the foot of the bed. We have some of the books that we're reading right now. I'm reading a book I love to read right before I go to bed. It hasn't been the case like lately, but either way, I like to keep, we have our Bible and my book that I'm reading right now at the foot of the bed, a little candle, a family photo, just to add a cute little, just to add to the ambiance of the room. I went back and forth in terms of lamps for quite a long time. I landed on these lamps here. They are this really cute kind of like glass, like blown glass mushroom style. I did the like kind of darker amber situation for them. I had this other lamp that was very just big and beautiful and very expensive that I had in my Amazon cart for a while, and I just couldn't justify paying over $100 on one lamp, and I wanted two of them. So these were a lot less expensive. Not the look I had envisioned initially, but I love the minimal lamp. I love that it's a dimmable lamp. I like how little space they take up on our end tables to leave space for more practical things like our water and our phones and just whatever else we need, the baby monitor. So yeah, I really love them, and they create such an ambiance in here at night. I have this lamp that I kept on my dresser, and at night I love just having these. Right now I have the overhead light, so that's why it's pretty bright in here still, but when it's just Angel and I and we're just trying to relax, we just crank on our end table lights, and it just creates such a sweet mood in here, and I love it. We ended up changing out our bedding. I picked this bedding picked this up at Marshall's. Really love the way it looked. I got this like chocolate brown throw off Amazon, some extra pillows. Some of these are decorative pillows that I already had in other areas of our home, and I now found a new home for them. So I love when I can shop my own house for decor. It's my favorite way to do it. And yeah, so we reused these ottomans in here, reused some of those throw pillows in here, got some new lamps, new bedding, and that's really it. It was very inexpensive, very minimal changes, but I feel like it went such a long way in making this space feel way more cozy and inviting for us at the end of the day. Okay, so now the office. I'm filming this a little bit later in the day, but hopefully the lighting still works okay in here. I want to give you guys the overview of kind of how it all turned out, and then take you step by step through the little areas, what we did, what we changed, what we kept. Okay, so you may or may not remember, but one of the things that I really wanted to focus on was visually decluttering this area. So this built-in is my husband's work area. This is his desk. This is where he works all the time. And truth be told, I still feel like it looks a little cluttered. But okay, so as I mentioned, this was the main thing I wanted to work on in this office, was this built-in, trying to make it functional and a little less visually cluttered. I still feel like there's a lot going on this shelf, if I'm honest. I wish it was even more minimal than what it is, but truth be told, this is just how it needs to be in terms of function. So we've got a few things that I added to kind of clean up the mess here. So we have our printer here. I picked up this, and you might have seen it in one of my hauls, a little shelf here to organize our paper that used to just be shoved into a basket somewhere. I added some cute frames. We added these boxes with a ton of different like supplies. We've got office supplies, crafts for the kids, random little things like that, like pens and pencils and all that kind of stuff, scissors. I put it all in this little wicker basket. I thought it just looked a little better than just being out on the shelf. And yeah, this is kind of how it worked out in terms of the overview of this shelf. I do feel like it's still more busy than I wanted it to be, but it's very practical. Okay, so now for my corner of the office. I feel like this little corner looks so good. I'm really happy with the way things are looking on this side. I will take you guys over to my desk and show you guys some of the changes I made. So the first thing I want to mention is this full-length mirror that I put here on the corner. I love the way it looks in the office. I have this little wicker basket hanging out in front of the mirror and my yoga mat. The basket just stores all of like our little workout equipment. We've got like dumbbells and boxing mitts, etc. I've got my yoga mat stuffed in that little corner, and I just really like the way that corner of the office looks. And then last we have my desk area, which doesn't look like much, especially with the poor lighting. I added a table lamp, which I love not having to use overhead light. I'm a super fan of adding more task light wherever I can. It's my favorite way to just warm up a space, make it feel really cozy and homey. So alright you guys, that finally completes this video. I feel like I've been filming clips for this video for like over a month now, but I really hope you guys enjoyed it. Let me know what your thoughts are on like just this quick cosmetic revamp for both our master bedroom and our office space. I feel like I'm finally feeling like really good about where my house is at after being here for a year and a half. We've officially been living in Puerto Rico for a year and 6 months, and I finally feel like okay, we're settled, we're here, and I don't know how long we're gonna be here for now. So anyway, it takes a little bit. So if you are in the process of making your house feel like home, just know it's a process. Just know that it takes time, and the best thing is to be super intentional with how you're decorating your space, because in the long run it's going to be way better and you're going to love it way more if you kind of just take your time and pick things out that make sense, that are purposeful and functional for you and your family. So that's it, you guys. I'm gonna let y'all go. I have a sicky baby here. She's a bit under the weather today. That's why her and I are home. It's the weekend and we were supposed to hang out with my parents today. They're having a get together at their house, and unfortunately Scotty and I had to stay back because she is not feeling great. But Archie and Dad are over there having a fun time, so maybe I will get to work on editing all the clips for this video. I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will catch you on the next one.